Wow, this has been the most messy setup to a video possible. Hi, how you doing? I'm Leanne if you don't know me, and if you do and you're back, thank you so much for coming back. I still have the glove on. So, today we are doing an Empties video. If you've never seen one of my Empties videos before, or if you've never seen a products I've used up kind of video before, a trash tour, I think maybe that would be a good name for this video. I don't know if anyone would click on it. Maybe we should try it. Anyway, so I've gathered all of my products that I've actually used up in the past, I don't know how many months. I don't know, since the last time that I made one of these videos. I gotta say, I love these videos. I love making them. I love watching them. And I love the like 3 of you out there that keep requesting for me to do them, because I always want to do them, because I feel like they're even better than favorites videos. Because with a favorites video, you could have like used it for 2 weeks and you're like, this is the best thing ever. And it's just kind of like an infatuation. You know, you didn't really go through the nitty-gritty parts of life with that product, or not necessarily. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, who knows? But once you've used a product all the way up, you know your thoughts. You know if you're gonna repurchase, you know if you hate it, you know if it's a favorite, and I've got all kinds of those things here. I've got makeup, I've got skincare, I've got tan stuff, I got a lot of different stuff. And I've been collecting it for a while, so let's just get started. I don't really wanna do it in an order just because it's all just in this basket willy-nilly. So let's just start with a little bit of makeup. So first, this is the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. You guys have seen me use this in so many videos. I used it for so long. I've moved on now, but this one was really good. I went back to Sephora to actually repurchase it because I really love this primer. I got the smoothing one, and so I've been using that one. And I didn't repurchase this one, but I would. I just wanna make that clear. Also, I wanna make it clear that this thing is disgusting. Why do they make packaging like this? It's like kind of like that soft touch, like matte, almost like rubbery feel, and it just attracts every bit of makeup out of your makeup bag. It disgusts me, but at the same time, not enough to actually clean it. I have to like zoom in. I have to show you how disgusting I am. The camera isn't even gonna show you how disgusting it is. Like, am I the only filthy person like this in this world? I really hope not. I'm gonna blame Makeup Forever for that packaging, because I'm not that gross. Maybe I am. I probably am. All right, next up we have a shampoo. This is the R&Co Television Perfect Hair Shampoo. The girl that colors my hair recommended this and I love it. To be completely honest, my whole life, like, yes, I found like favorite shampoos and I found stuff that I really like, but I feel like I've seen the most impact in my hair with this shampoo and conditioner. It is so nice. I feel like it really like deeply cleans your hair, and it helps it not get oily super fast, but it stays hydrated, and I've loved it. The only gripe I have is that it's expensive and it's small, and I've looked at the bigger bottle and it's really expensive, but I have repurchased it. I would recommend it, but I'm just saying proceed with caution because it is expensive and that's annoying. Next up, let's talk about sunscreen. Sunscreen is something I go through really, really fast. This is the Super Goop Smooth and Poreless 100% Mineral Matte Sunscreen in SPF 40. I've definitely talked about this one on my channel before. I really love it because it's very mattifying, but not like drying. I have oily skin, so I need all the help I can get. Plus it has the added benefit of being kind of like a whipped texture, and so it's smoothing like a primer. I still use primer on top, but I kind of think the idea is that you wouldn't have to. It's up to you, but I have repurchased this. I do really like it. Again, it's small. I go through it really, really quickly, so that's annoying. Oh, speak of the devil, this is another one. So yeah, I go through it really, really quickly. And on this one, you can actually see I got so desperate that I cut the corner so I could like squeeze out the very last drops. Okay, next up, let's mix it up. This is something that I've had forever. It's the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay. What? I've never read what was actually on here. The Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. So it's kind of like the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I think that's what it's called. Smells really, really good. I really like the body butter, and I've used up a whole thing of that before, and there's still product in it. But I started using it again, and maybe it's because it's so old. I almost feel like the heavy fragrance in this like didn't get me clean. and I feel like it made me like smell. Is that weird? I don't know if it always did that because there wasn't ever a time where I was using it like every single day, but I have not had that problem since I stopped using it. I don't know. It went in the basket, never using it again. Next up, this is the Amika, just trying to seamlessly move on from that. This is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. I've talked about this a million times. It's a favorite. I always repurchase it. I actually have a new one on the way to me right now. This is just a really amazing hair mask. I feel like it's helped my hair so much since I started using it. And honestly, I don't even really use it like a mask. Sometimes I will, but a lot of times I just use it as a regular conditioner. It's very, very thick. It's very heavy, but I have very damaged, color treated hair, and this has just helped so much. And if I didn't say already, the fragrance, I die for it. It's amazing. Moisturizer. These are the same but different. Okay, I'll talk to you about both. So this is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Massage Lotion for Stretch Marks. So if you've seen any of these videos that I've done before, I don't know if I talked about this before. I might have talked about this before, but if you didn't see, oh, here's another one right here. Like the spillover from the basket. I have so much stuff, it wasn't even fitting in my basket. This stuff is great. It wasn't my idea to get it. Grant actually got it for me. Grant suggested it to me. No, I am not pregnant. No, I do not have new stretch marks in my life, but he was just saying like, this is a really good lotion. And it is so good, and you can get it at the drugstore, and I really like the scent, and it's really thick and it feels really good on the skin. Basically, it's just that it's so small and I go through it so quickly. I use lotion like nobody's business, head to toe, every day, at least once a day, and I just had to quit getting it. So I haven't repurchased it. I moved on to something else. So this is like the same thing, but I guess the more like natural coconut oil formula. And it's just like, I don't know, they tried to make it all like, what's the word? Stupid looking. I don't know. So this one, they like, oh, we like designed a label. And this one, they're like, oh, we want to make it look like it's like this homespun thing that like somebody made in their bathroom. And it's like more natural and better for you and everything. And I really did not like this one as much as I like that one. Like, give me them chemicals. I like it on my body. Let's talk about more makeup. Concealer. This is a favorite. This is a holy grail. I've been using it for so long. Maybe you've already seen it on my channel. It's the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I have it in Creme Brulee. Since I put this in my Empties basket, I've gone to a darker shade because I just found that this one was too light for me too often. But it is amazing. I use it every day. It is so amazing for like redness around the nose or like blemishes or healing stuff or veins or whatever you want to conceal. I don't use it under the eyes, but like everywhere else, I absolutely love it. And you can see maybe that it's not all the way used up, but I had this for maybe more than a year. I can't even remember. And the color was too light and it really just looks filthy. And I just felt like our time together was over. I love you. It's not me, it's you. Like, you gotta go. This is a really, really good concealer though. Absolute holy grail. Have repurchased. Would recommend. Next up, we have some skincare. This is the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. This came in a PR box, and honestly, this is not something I would normally buy. I don't remember how much it is, but because it's Drunk Elephant, I can just tell you it's probably really expensive, and I am not usually the one to like go out and buy a really expensive cleanser. I just don't feel like I need to do that. This was a really nice cleanser. I did enjoy it while I used it. It's honestly been a long time since I used it, but I haven't repurchased it, and I didn't really purchase it in the first place. But I feel like I can get away with using stuff that isn't that expensive. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. It would not be an Empties video on my channel if I did not have multiple cans of Batiste dry shampoo. We have the Coconut Exotic Tropical flavor. It has flamingos on it. This one smells good. I also love this one. I think this is maybe my favorite fragrance. It's the Vibrant and Fruity Neon scent. And then also I have this Sweet and Delicious Sweetie one with the little nesting dolls all over it. This one is cute. I like all three of these. It's really been very rare that I've ever met a Batiste scent that I did not like. They're just so good. It just works so well, and it's not too expensive, and it's very easy to access. Another one that is very common to see on my Empties videos is the Saint Tropez, or just self tanner in general, because I go through it concerningly quickly. But these right here, obviously there's a trend. This is an absolute favorite. This is a holy grail. This is the self tanner I really, really love and trust, and I've been using more than anything for at least the past year. It's the express one, and so you only have to leave it on for like an hour. You can leave it on for 3 hours, you can leave it on for more hours, whatever, but it develops the tan a lot faster, and I really like that because putting self tan on your body is disgusting. It feels terrible. Nobody likes how it feels on their skin. I mean, this one doesn't smell horrible, but it's still not like the fragrance that you're like wanting to wear out at night on a date, you know? If you want to know more about my self tanning routine, I have a whole video about it. It goes real in depth. It's probably the most serious, focused routine in my entire life. I've been working on it for years and it is successful. So watch that if you're curious. Here's another one. This is a holy grail favorite, something I use every day and I've been using every day for a really long time. This is a giant bottle. This one lasts me a really long time. This is the Garnier Micellar Water. It's just really good. It takes off my makeup. I go over my whole face with a cotton pad and this stuff, and then I go in and wash my face. It's really, really good about taking off even stubborn makeup. I will say that it doesn't take off like every shred of makeup. So I always go in and cleanse after. This is not like a one-step thing. I think they will try to tell you that on the back. They are lying. I mean, maybe if you're just wearing like a little concealer or something, but that's not me. And I definitely cleanse after every time. Okay, here's another one. Here's a doozy. This is the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. I absolutely love this stuff and I absolutely hate this stuff because it's so expensive and I'm so addicted to it. I love it so much. I have such fine hair and it's so long, so I really have to do everything I can to keep some volume in it, and this helps so much. I love it so much. I try to use it so sparingly, but inevitably I have to repurchase. I even just repurchased it this week and it hurts. It hurts me, but it is so good. I would say this is a holy grail, even though I don't even want to say that. Like, I don't want to get you guys hooked on this stuff because it's so good. Do what you gotta do. Here's another thing that, I don't know, I've talked about this a million times. It's Dr. Bronner's. It's the almond scent. That's my favorite. It lasts me forever. I love it. It makes me feel clean, unlike some other products earlier in this video. It's just really good. And it's got some, light reading about the bottle. So that's always nice. Okay, this right here, I don't know how it's not come up before. It is so good. It's the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar, and I got it in the Coconut Colada fragrance. I think I had tried like just the regular one like a really long time ago, and then I saw that they came out with a few different fragrances at Ulta, and so I went for this one because Coconut Colada sounds like fun. Put it in my hair, and this stuff is not messing around. Like, Batiste is really good. It will work for you anytime, but this stuff is not messing around. I wouldn't say it's better because for me, this dry shampoo is not like an everyday kind of like casual dry shampoo. This is like pulling out the big guns because it's like shooting powder. Like when you, I don't know if there's, oh, there we go. Okay. Do you see that? It looks like makeup on my skin. It is so thick. The powder that it just shot onto my hand is so extreme. Like, it just got everywhere. It's so gross. Why did I do that? My whole point is, if you want to stretch the number of days you can go before your next hair washing, like, this stuff will come in handy. But if it's just like a casual, like day 2 kind of thing, this is gonna be too much and you can really feel it in your hair and it's not a good feeling. Once you get to like day 4, you really need to pull out something that's really gonna help, and your hair already probably feels gross at that point anyway, so it's only gonna help. It's not gonna hurt. So I would recommend this. I haven't repurchased it, but I think that I will. Okay, next up, this is a concealer that I still use. I have repurchased it. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in Peach. I use it under my eyes. I also use it a little bit down here on my neck. I have some like really visible veins that I don't love, and I use that and I like put concealer over it, and it really, really helps. So I really like this because it's not super thick, so it doesn't feel like you're putting like tons of product under your eyes, but it really, really helps. Next up, RIP Revlon Balm Stain in Honey. Did you watch my last video? I'm wearing one of the lip colors right now. I made my own lipstick dupes in my kitchen for this lipstick because it got discontinued. So sad. This one is used down to the very, very, very end. Like, this is a little plastic thing and it's just like flat. Oh, breaks my heart. I will never be over this. The quest is definitely not over. I will continuously search for a dupe for this because it is so good. It is absolutely a favorite. I won't repurchase because I can't repurchase. Actually, people always are commenting telling me that I can still like order it for like $15. Like, I have plenty of backups. I don't think I should order more. That's another story for another day, but I pretty much told it anyways. So next up, this is the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. This is just a hair mask that's supposed to help color treated, damaged hair, strengthen the bonds, and just, I don't know, make your hair better. It's really tiny, so you go through it really fast. I got it from Sephora and I have repurchased it. It's good, I think. I don't know, sometimes with hair masks, like with that one, you're not like seeing a huge change after you use it, but I feel like it's helping. It's more of a feeling. Next up, this is a tried and true favorite, the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. I've used this forever. It is so good. I have oily skin and it really helps. It doesn't feel heavy, but it keeps me matte as much as I possibly can. Another one that is a big favorite that if you saw my whole skincare video, you saw this. I love this stuff. I actually ran out of it really recently and it was sad. Like, I could not get to the store and it took me a few days without it. I was like scraping the inside of the bottle to get the last bits out. It was a dark time in my life. It's a CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion, Ultra Light. I don't think that's actually part of the name, but it is ultra light and that's part of the reason why I really like it. It's kind of like a gel consistency. I use it in the morning. I sometimes use it at night. It's just really, really good. You can get it at the drugstore. You can get it at Ulta, and it's CeraVe, so it's not super expensive. Love that. All right, and next up, this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream with hyaluronic acid, and it's fragrance-free. It's absolutely massive. I like the packaging, and I feel like it's relatively new. I thought I was so into it, but then eventually, you know, this is a large bottle. I had many thoughts through the time it took me to finish this. And eventually I started to feel like it was kind of making me sticky. Like, I would put it on and like, it's the summer. It's really hot in Dallas, Texas, like uncomfortably warm. And you don't really want to have something else on your body that's making you feel sticky and icky. And I kind of think that this was doing that to me. I was so into it at first because it's kind of got a gel consistency. And I was like, hyaluronic acid, I'm doing my skin favors. This is so wonderful. Good for me. But I ended up not really loving it and I'm not going to repurchase it. I got something different after I finished this one up and I don't know, maybe it's a me thing, but there's just a stickiness to it and it's not great. I don't love it. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, next up, this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color and I have it in light. I loved this pencil so much and then I stopped using it and I completely forgot about it until like 2 seconds ago when I took it out of the basket. I think it's been in there for a long time. This is a really good brow pen. That's really all it is. It's kind of like a liquid liner, but you can do little brow hairs with this. I really liked it. I used it a lot. I think I might have repurchased it once, but I haven't repurchased it since, and I actually completely forgot about it. It's good, it's worth a try, but I don't see myself going back to it since I found that Maybelline brow gel that I showed you in my last favorites video. That is so good. Oh, and also the brow lamination and tinting. Like, my whole brow life has changed, so things are just different. Okay, moving on. This is the Tinted Elta MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. I really, really love tinted sunscreens just because, like, if you're going to the gym or you don't feel like wearing makeup, it's just a little bit of tint and you get your sun protection. And so it's, you feel like you're not wearing makeup, but it's like, in a way you like kind of are, but it's not really makeup. I don't know how to explain this. I just really like tinted sunscreen. The Supergoop one is also tinted, so I really like that. It wouldn't work for everyone, but it is kind of a tone that is really, really, really sheer that it would work for a lot of people. I repurchased it a couple of times and then I switched to the Supergoop one. I think just because the Supergoop one has more of like a smoothing effect and I enjoyed that. This one doesn't have that, but it's still good. All right, so that's everything. I hope you enjoyed my newest trash tour. Definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't subscribed. I can't imagine that pitch working on anyone, but I'm glad you're here. If you stuck it out through the whole video, give this video a thumbs up if you like these kinds of videos. For real though, you can subscribe if you want to see my face more often. I also have a vlog channel. I'll link everything down below, including my social media. It's LeighAnnSays everywhere. And as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. I always want to say base hydrante, but I feel like Why am I whispering? I bet you can hear me. I don't even know how to say this, so awkward. Ah! Why did I do that? Okay, experiment canceled. Okay, for real, it's done. Okay.